Welcome to Art History with Jackie. This week, I was inspired by the gold in the changing larches we see all around us at this time of year, and decided to discuss the history of Gustav Klimt. Klimt was an Austrian symbolist painter and one of the most prominent members of the Vienna secession movement. He was born near Vienna in Austria-Hungary, the second of 7 children. His father was a gold engraver, the influence of which we see on Klimt's later art. Klimt lived in poverty while attending the Vienna School of Applied Arts and Crafts, where he studied architectural painting. He happily accepted the principles of the conservative training he was taught at school, and he and his brother formed a group called the Company of Artists that saw quite a bit of success while they were at school, receiving numerous commissions and helping their professor paint murals in the Kunsthistorische Museum in Vienna. Klimt began his professional career painting interior murals and ceilings. In 1892, his father and brother both died, and these tragedies affected his artistic vision, pushing him towards a new personal style. In this new style, Klimt began to paint the nuda veritas, naked truth, as a symbolic figure in many of his works. Critics believe that this was Klimt's first symbol of denunciation of the Habsburgs and Austrian society. He began to focus on the female figure and erotic symbolism, and was criticized for being pornographic. In the early 1890s, Klimt met Austrian fashion designer Emilie Louise Floge, who he was with for the rest of his life. His painting, The Kiss, is thought to be an image of them as lovers. Klimt became one of the founding members and president of the Vienna secession in 1897. He remained with the secession until 1908. The goals of the group were to provide exhibitions for unconventional young artists, to bring the works of the best foreign artists to Vienna, and to publish its own magazine to showcase the work of members. The group did not set out to encourage any particular style. The government even supported their efforts and gave them a lease on public land to erect an exhibition hall. Klimt's golden phase was marked by positive critical reaction and financial success. Many of his paintings from this period included gold leaf. Klimt had previously used gold in his works, although the pieces most popularly associated with this period are the portrait of Adele Bloch-Bauer and The Kiss. Klimt traveled little, but trips to Venice and Ravenna, famous for their beautiful mosaics and Byzantine influence, most likely inspired his gold technique and his Byzantine-like imagery. Klimt was known as a bit of a recluse. He socialized little and spent most of his time at home with his art and his family. Klimt died in February of 1918, having suffered a stroke and pneumonia due to the worldwide influenza epidemic of that year. Numerous paintings by him were left unfinished. Since his death, Klimt's paintings have brought some of the highest prices recorded for individual works of art. In 2006, the 1907 Adele Bloch-Bauer portrait was purchased for the New Gallery, New York, by Ronald Lauder for $135 million US, surpassing Picasso's 1905 Boy with a Pipe as the highest reported price paid for a painting up to that point. Also in 2006, Christie's auction house announced it was handling the sale of the remaining 4 works by Klimt that were recovered by Maria Altmann and her co-heirs after their long legal battle against Austria. Altmann's fight to regain her family's paintings has been the subject of a number of documentary and dramatic films, including Adele's Wish and Woman in Gold. Explore the complete works of Gustav Klimt on klimtgallery.org. Thank you, and see you next week.